Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of MegoMuseum's Mint Off Card, where I rip toys out of the package and let you be the judge. I haven't done a Mint Off Card in some time. Truth be told, I haven't really bought much new stuff, and I haven't really felt the urge to do it. A couple of factors in that I won't get into, but if you don't feel like doing something, you shouldn't, and I think it's good to take a break, so I'm a little refreshed. And our subject today is exciting to me because it is the upcoming Mego Wave 13 14-inch Star Trek Captain Kirk. Now, full disclosure, I did not pay for this. Truth be told, I haven't actually even pre-ordered one. Mego generously gave me a sample to review for you guys to see. I got a bit overwhelmed with Wave 13, and this is not complaining. This is an embarrassment of riches. Usually, when a Mego Wave comes out, there's 5 or 6 things I want. Wave 13 hits way too many of my buttons. There's just so much stuff that took priority that I need to kind of prioritize everything that was coming out. And my priorities are generally Planet of the Apes is first, then classic Star Trek, all the monsters, all the time, and then select superheroes. And of course, they just pushed all my buttons this time. I needed so many of the characters that the 14-inch waves kind of overwhelmed me, and I pre-ordered the Frankenstein, and I'll have to pick and choose in the future, but dang, this was a really good wave for me. Now, many of you might have noticed that the 14-inch Mego figures haven't been offered in almost 2 years, and there's a reason for that. Mego's factory went belly up mid-production of some of the characters like Shazam and Black Adam that they were offering, and of course the generic Frankenstein and the Bela Lugosi Dracula. All that stuff got canceled and then put aside, but Mego kept saying, we're going to bring 14-inch back, we're going to bring it back, and here it is. The good thing that came out of that, terribleness, is that Mego developed a new 14-inch body, which I'll get into later. They've upgraded the packaging quite a bit. It's much larger and way more collector-friendly, I think. Also, what I really like about this is when they initially showed these guys at Toy Fair, the Star Trek line, they were using some of the 12-inch heads from the motion picture range of figures. And I'm really glad to see that they have commissioned an entirely new head sculpt for Captain Kirk, because I was never terribly fond of the original classic 12-inch Mego Captain Kirk sculpt. And as I'll get into in the review portion of this is a nice Shatner. I think this is a really nice upgrade. Speaking of the packaging, I'm rather fond of it. It looks really good. It lets the figure speak for itself front and center, and then the back is a really nice picture of William Shatner as Captain Kirk. As usual, Mego has decided to credit some of the people that were involved in making this so they can keep records. We've got some names that are very familiar to Mego fans by this point. Dr. Mego, Rachel Baker doing the wonderful sewing on this, and of course Andrew Koval is responsible for this head sculpt, which he's done a lot of winners for Mego in the past and hopefully in the future. This is no surprise at all. Some nice accessories in the package, including a pair of hands. I'll talk a little bit about that in the review, but let's bring back that silly montage music and have a little fun with this figure, shall we? So there you have him, 14-inch Mego Captain Kirk. Let me talk a little bit about this. First of all, this is my first experience with the new 14-inch body. I liked the original Mego 14-inch body very much. It's bandless, it's kind of cool. I like this one even better just in terms of the muscular proportion. Now, Captain Kirk is still a little bit super buff here. That is the charm of the Mego. You all have the same body. I think it has a really good sense of proportion, and it's very posable. One of the things you might notice is that he does not have the stereotypical Mego bootleg. He is wearing just regular boots. That's not really terribly surprising, and it still looks very good. Those boots are very shiny and kind of fit the character. The head sculpt is great. Shatner can be a bit of a tough likeness to get, and this gets him. And in fact, it kind of reminds me of the Filmation Captain Kirk a little bit. I don't know if anyone was going for that. It's kind of also like a first season looking Captain Kirk too. He's very young. This is a win for me. I mean, that you could spot this from 20 feet away and know exactly who that is, and that's great. Another nice little detail is that the Arrowhead Star Trek logo, I don't know what you call this thing, is actually plastic and not a sticker. I really like that. And of course, the phaser and communicator are more detailed than the 8-inch figures were in the form of, they were just like blue. These are a little more authentic to the series, but still kind of toyetic, which I enjoy. All in all, I think this strikes a great balance in the fact that it is definitely detailed, and it is a cut above what we're used to as Mego kids, but it's not like a hot toy where it's like a statue you just look at. This is a toy. You can play with this. It can take it, and it hasn't lost all of that 70s charm. And that's what I think I really like about this. This is a bright and colorful, well-made Captain Kirk doll. Thanks for watching this week. I will be doing a few more limited episodes of Mint on Card, some more 14-inch figures, and one other surprise. I would love to know your feedback regarding the Mego 14-inch ranges and which character lines you're most focusing on. And also, if you're not interested in the 14-inch range, tell me what characters Mego could make that you would buy. I'd be really interested in knowing that as well. Personally, if Mego starts making 14-inch Planet of the Apes, I'm going to have to go get a night job pumping gas somewhere. Just a couple things I want to mention. We, of course, have a forum at MegoMuseum.com. It is a thriving old-school forum that we still enjoy. We have a Facebook group called Mego Mania, and we are cataloging all this new Mego stuff at a new section of the Mego Museum, and I will put the links for all of these down below. Thank you, as always, for watching. If you're new to this, I hope you'll consider hitting like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Until next time, as always, buy what you like, folks. Take care.